Hello everyone, welcome to this video. And in this video we are going to learn about how to dockerize your application and deploy the dockerized application to Heroku Cloud with Travis CI. Here we are implementing Travis CI as a CI/CD tool. There are many more CI/CD tools available, such as Circle CI, Jenkins. You can use anything uh, which is suitable for you, but in this tutorial we are going to learn how to do automation with Travis CI. So let's get started. And the main prerequisites for this video is that you should have a good knowledge of Docker and Travis, and you should have an account in Cloud Heroku Cloud. You should have an account in Heroku Cloud platform for hosting the Dockerized application in the Heroku. So yeah, let's get started. And yeah, so yeah, first of all, you have to fork this repository to your repository and clone this repository to your local machine. I will give the link of this repository in the description below, so you guys can copy the link and clone the repository. And yeah, so let me clone the repository. Copy and yes, I have this dudes directory, so I will git clone this repository in this directory. It will take some time. So yeah, it is done. So you can see the repository named Cora, so you can change the directory to that repository. So here I'm going to show you all the files which I have created for implementing dockerizing the application. Here we are using Coda. It is written in Python, Django framework. So we are dockerizing the Python application, and we are implementing Travis CI for deploying that dockerized application in the Heroku, and I will show you how I will do that. And now, first of all, what you guys have to do is that you guys have to create an account in the Heroku. So let's go, and I will show you how to create account. So go to Heroku, and here I have already created an account. So you guys also need to create an account, and you guys will be directed to the dashboard like this. Yes, this is the dashboard of Heroku, and you guys need to do is that create an application, any application. So in this case, go to new and create a new application and give a app name. I will give DevOps Dudes. So let's create the application. So in this way you can create the application. So I'm just showing you guys how to create an application. I have already created an application, and it is called pure I have created from the CLI. So Heroku just randomly picked this name, and that doesn't make any sense. Pure made or something. Yeah. So let me delete this. In the free account, Heroku only allows you to have 5 apps, so I'm deleting this. So this, I have already created this app named Pure Meadow. So yeah, like this, like just now I have shown you how to create. So like that only, similarly you can create an application in the Heroku. And after creating an application in the Heroku, you have to go to this directory and uh, first let me check which branch I am. So I am in dev branch, so let me check out to new branch. You guys have to check out this branch. So yes, I have successfully check out, git checkout. Yes, I am in origin Abusan branch. So here is I have all this code, so I will use Sublime. You guys can use anything you like, such as VS Code or anything in which you guys are comfortable at. So yes, here we have used Docker file for dockerizing our React for this Python application, and we are using Travis file. So I don't know why. So yes, so we are using we are dockerizing our Python application, and we are using our Travis CI for implementing continuous integration and continuous deployment. For dockerizing the Python application, write a Docker file, and in Docker file you can this is a Docker file. So so here what we have done is that you just take an image named Python, and stack is latest from Docker Hub, and create an directory called code, create a directory called requirement, create a directory called script, and copy requirement from the local directory here, this one, to /requirement, source to /code, and script to /script. And then make scripts run server.sh, make this file executable, and install all the dependencies, and change to the directory, and run this script. This is what we have done in a Docker file. And what we have done in a travis.yml is that this is a build configuration for Travis. Whatever you have written in this file, Travis will execute those operations orderly. So what we have done in this file is that we have just used language name Python, and we are using this we are not mentioning the version of the Python, and so it will take an suitable version, which is stable version, which is stable and good for testing. And we are giving a sudo permission to the Travis virtual machine, and we are using a service named Docker. It will start a Docker service. And here in a before script, what we have done is that we have logged into our Docker Hub with this command. So, and we have installed Heroku with this command, and we have logged into the Heroku registry.heroku.com with this command. So in this way we have installed Heroku, we have logged into the Heroku, and we have logged into the Docker. All this Docker passport, Docker username, Heroku login, Heroku API key, Heroku app is we have provided this as an environment variable, and we will from the Travis. So let me show you guys. So here in the Travis, this is the repository named Coda, in which we have activated Travis. So go to settings, and yeah, you can find the find here what I have passed as an environment variable that I have used in a travis.yml .travis.yml. So docker passport, docker username, Heroku API key, and Heroku app, and Heroku login. Here Heroku app is just a name that we have created, name of the app that we have created. Here we have created an app called Pure Meadow. So Heroku app value must be Pure Meadow, and Heroku API key. For Heroku API key, you should have you can find this Heroku API key in the dashboards and your account settings. So I will show you where it is. So let's go to your dashboard of Heroku and go to your profiles and go to the account setting, and in the below you can see your API key. So this is the API key. So I will not reveal the API key, so it is for some reasons of security. So yeah, you can copy the API key and reveal the API key and copy the API key and use as an environment variable in the Travis. So yeah, so here we have done so. And in the script what we have done is that we have just build the Docker file, this Docker file image Docker, and we have built the image from the this Docker file, and we have given that image name /abushan/Quora version 1. We have given the tag version 1. So we again what we have done is, in the next step is that we have tagged that create image we have created abushan/Quora version 1 to registry.heroku.com/Heroku app/web. So yeah, this should be in order in such a way that this registry heroku.com is the registry of an Heroku where Heroku store the containers, and $Heroku app means the name of an application in which you will be storing your application, this Dockerized Docker image, and /web is the process. So simply web is a process, you just need to know that web is a process. And in the deploy, we are deploying a script. Provider is script means we are deploying the script. And in the script what we have written is that we have pushed abushan/Quora version with the tag version 1. This will push the image to the Docker Hub. Since I have authenticated with the Docker Hub, it won't be any problem to push the image to the Docker Hub. So here Abushan, why I have written Abushan is that because the username of my Docker Hub account is Abushan, so you guys must change according to your username. And I have pushed Heroku. I have pushed again from the this image. I have tagged this image with this tag, so I can also push that image to registry.heroku.com/API/web/Heroku app/web. So this will push the Docker image to Heroku registry. And the next command is Heroku container web release web -app $Heroku app, which will release the container, release the web container to your app, so that it will get deployed in that app. Instead of using this command, instead of using docker command, you can also use this command of for deploying the Docker image to Heroku, and the command is Heroku container push, and the process is web. What this command will do is that this command will find the Docker file in the current repository, in the current location, and build that Docker file. The build that Docker file and push that Docker file to the Docker Heroku registry. So Heroku, the work of the command, work of this command and the work of Docker build command is somehow similar. Yes, so but I am a bit more convenient in using Docker, so I have used this Docker build and Docker push registry. So you guys can use any one of this file. So yeah, in this way I have implemented, and now let me show you the demo. So I have, let me show you demo, and I will change something in this file. So I will this version 2, I will give the tag version 2, and then the branch I will give Abhushan. So yes, after this what I will do is that I will check git status modified travis.yml. so I will do git add git commit -m created, made some change, version 2 image is deployed. So I will git push origin Abhushan, I am in Abhushan branch, so I will push that. So one thing I forgot to tell you guys is that ls vim.env env file. Wait. All these environment variables should be passed to the Heroku in the Heroku application, so that Heroku can retrieve all this information for running the application. So I will show you how to pass this environment variable in Heroku. So let us go to the browser in the Heroku, and let us go to the dashboard, and our application is this, and let's go to settings, and in the config reveal config variable, here you can put all the environment variable like I have passed in a Travis. So it is as simple as that. So yes, here you can put the environment variable, all the required environment variable in Heroku. So in this way it is, you can pass environment variable. And in the Docker Hub, you will find a Quora, and only v1 has been tag version 1 is here. So when the deployment is here, when this deployment will be complete, when this deployment will be complete, then the version 2 will also be added in a Docker Hub, and you can also see the version 2 image has been applied in this image in this app in Heroku, and you can only also retrieve that application as well. So let us wait. So yes, finally the deployment has been completed. So yes, it has deployed, pushed the image to the Docker Hub and push the image to the Docker Heroku registry, and releases, and it has released the web image web to secure, means we have I have passed that Heroku app as an environment variable and is secure, so it is secure. Then it has been done. So let us confirm in the Heroku. So here is only version 1, so when I will refresh, there should present version 2 as well. Yes, there is a version 1 and a version 2. You can see it is just added a minute ago. Yes, and it is here we can see that Docker image has been uploaded in Docker Hub, and here in Heroku as well. So let us refresh in Heroku, and let's go to this app, and here, yes, you can see that at version has been deployed to deployment, and it has been deployed here. Yes, it has been deployed, and you can also open the application. Yeah, it is running in the Heroku. It is free of cost, and you guys can use this application for your hosting and for your college projects, for showing to your teachers and all these things. So yes, thank you for watching this video. I hope this video was informative, and if you like this video, please give us a like button, and please if you are new to this channel, please subscribe to my channel for more such video. I will be uploading these types of videos as soon as possible. Thank you.